Decking, railing, lighting, furniture, fencing, framing. At Trex, we make the most in outdoor living because you deserve to get more from your life outdoors. So why not start bringing your ideas to life now with the brand that's engineering what's next? To learn more about all of the outdoor solutions Trex has to offer, or to find a local retailer or a certified Trex Pro deck builder near you, visit Trex.com. That's Trex.com.
It is time to wake and take with Stugotz. Call now, 786-456-4837. If you are out of the area, 786-456-4837 might not work. You might have to dial 1-786-456-4837. It might sound the same as 786-456-4837, but it is not. You need to add the one before 786-456-4837. It's standard practice for long-distance calls. So again, if you are out of the area, do not dial 786-456-4837. Dial 1-786-456-4837. That's 786-456-4837. But only if you're out of the area. No, wait. If you're out of the area, it's actually 1-786-456-4837. My bad. Sorry. That one's on me. Like the one before, 786-456-4837. Okay, let's go through this one more time from the top. If you're out of the area, dial 1-786-456-4837. If you are not out of the area, just dial 786-456-4837. Call now.
It is Wake and Take here on 790 The Ticket, 786-456-4837. In case you didn't hear the number, I have news. I have notes. I have thoughts. I have opinions. I can open up the mic. I can give them to you. But that's not how we do it here on Wake and Take. You do the work for me. Ask the right questions. You get your answers. 786-456-4837. That's 786-456-4837. But first,
this is Hassan Whiteside. I am up to here. I'm up to here. I can't even enjoy an amazing Game 2 victory on the road to steal home court because of how poorly he's played. It stays with me. It's the first thing I think about when I wake up. Did you see these quotes? Did anybody see these quotes?
Crazy.
We have lost Hassan Whiteside. He is out in La La Land. These quotes are the most insane thing I've ever heard. Coach told me I'm playing amazing. And that's the only opinion that matters to me. Huh? I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know what the craziest part is. The coach told me I'm playing amazing, or that's the only opinion that matters to me. Because we know that's a Kentucky Fried Chicken alert right there. Yeah. That is a lie.
Call the chickens out. Chickens out on Whiteside.
Yo, chicken time.
The only opinion that matters...
Wait, everybody get back in the cage. Hold on.
The only opinion that matters to Hassan Whiteside...
Hold on, everybody back in the cage.
Get back in.
Hold on.
The only opinion that matters to Hassan Whiteside are the... that did sound like Zaslow. In fact, let me...
All
right, no, let's do it from the beginning. Hold on.
All right, you want Kentucky Fried Chicken?
No, just put the chickens back in the coop.
You sure? Oh, there's one straggler.
You're not going to catch me! It's like Rocky trying to catch me!
All right, get in the gate.
Let me tell you something. This is Hassan Whiteside. It's the only opinion that matters. It's Eric Spoelstra's. Get out of here with that. You lying to us, huh?
I want limited Zaz nationally.
Yes.
This guy, he's just a fibber. He's just fibbing like crazy. This is Hassan Whiteside. Get out of here. The only opinion that matters is Hassan Whiteside are the hearts that he gets on his Periscope. Does that guy pay attention to meetings, or is he just, playing with Snapchat filters the entire time? Oh, look, Coach, I got this new Snapchat filter. It's amazing. Look, my head's an onion. Get out of here. Get out of here. Totally useless. No time for Hassan Whiteside anymore. By the way, tomorrow, big game. Big game tomorrow.
You're calling it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Big game.
Mike, I really do think that you could do Fake Saz for an hour. I think that Fake Saz is somebody that has a life here in this market.
It's so good.
No one knows who I am nationally.
I know, but it's not. I know, but
not in my mind, though.
But hold on a second.
I'm a worldwide presence.
Is your fake Sid Rosenberg as good as your Fake Saz?
I don't have a fake Sid Rosenberg.
I thought you had a limited fake Sid Rosenberg. I'm sorry I got in your way.
These are bad ideas. All of them. Batard. Bad idea factory. You get a patent on bad ideas. You go to Shark Tank, they'll all invest. Dude from Fubu, all over it. What's his name? Damon? Yeah, Damon? Right. Yeah. Loves that idea. Offering $7,000 for 25% stake of your terrible idea. Bad idea factory. Back on Hassan Whiteside.
You're a method actor. I see Zaz in your lips.
Man.
I see him in your lips.
Your lips a little asleep.
Your sedated lower lip drooping as you rip somebody.
Bottom lip, a little sedated. Talk like I just got out of the dentist a little bit. That's because I work 4 jobs and an impossible 28 hours a day out of a 24-hour day.
Man, I ain't even kidding when I tell you what this company did to Zaslow and does to Zaslow. So many kinds of disrespectful wrong. That poor guy has been so good to this station and this market and that team, and the way that Entercom and 790 has treated him is awful. Sorry for the digression.
I'm part of the original 6. In the NHL, there's an original 6, and part of the original 6 is me, Dan, Stu, Mike. I believe Zach Duarte's been here forever.
That 5?
Roy was always hanging around. He may not.
Roy wasn't employed from the beginning.
Employed, but he was there.
A longshoreman who was always hanging around.
Day one,
yep.
yeah.
Day one.
Was at the press conference.
It's Trevor?
There was a press conference. I remember that. There was a press conference. Roy, were you at the press conference?
At the Orange Bowl.
I believe I was there.
You were at the press conference? We had a press conference.
That was that before or after Craig Minervini's ex-wife started bouncing around on a ball?
Whoa!
Well, there was like a ticket check event. I remember that. I was there.
It was before.
Original 6.
Who's this press conference for? Yeah. Like, who attended? Like, why would other
It was
media...
790 to announce that 790
Excuse me, I'm an original 6 member. Let me tell the story. Okay. Very flashy.
Sorry.
You may or may not know that 790 went bankrupt about 18 times.
Yeah,
under Stugotz's watch.
Radio is feces.
Radio is crap. Radio is crap. Our ownership, Primetime Media, went bankrupt 18 times over because of all these big flashy events that no one cared about. We rented out a Versace mansion.
I was asked to work for free for an entire year.
Because how else are we going to rent the Versace mansion?
Sorry about that.
There was a ticket check event. Craig Minervini, he was a judge. You could call him a judge. Craig Minervini was a judge because he had Minnie in the midday. There was always a trivia question. I would always call the trivia contest because I was awesome at the trivia question. It was awesome. It's amazing. I don't know who that is. Mike actually called the trivia contest.
Wait, why?
Wait a minute. That was.
I answered Mike's phone call every day. Let me tell you,
that's
Mike was.
That's not.
Mike was awesome.
That's not.
Let me tell you, Mike was amazing.
What, Billy?
One time he won a pair of Heat tickets, 400 level. The answer was Michael Finley. It was incredible.
Yes.
Why would a media company cover another media company coming into existence?
Hold on, we'll get back to that in a second.
It's a very good question, but right now we're talking about the Sixers and stupid Hassan Whiteside. His stupid face. Thursday, by the way, bad news for the Sixers. Oh, yeah! Big game, bad news.
Yeah!
Combo, big game, bad news.
Oh!
Awesome. Awesome big game, bad news.
Oh my God, that's the
awesome
biggest.
big game, bad news.
It doesn't get any bigger than awesome big game, bad news.
All I have. It's never happened before. Awesome big game bad news. I have
Awesome
nothing.
big game bad news.
I give maybe awesome big game bad news.
Maybe 790 has been treating you right if that's all you got in your game.
Awesome big game bad news. Been doing this for 2 decades practically. Awesome big game bad news. Stupid face. I'm just going through the repertoire. Whiteside punchable face. Stupid face. Sorry, displaying the behavior of that of someone who has a stupid face.
Yes.
He's not like Zoe, because Zoe was awesome. So it never happened with Zoe. Never. You think someone knows what Snapchat is? No, never. This is Alonzo Mourning with a Snapchat filter. Are you kidding me? Kidding me? The only Snapchat filter Alonzo Mourning would have would be the Larry O'Brien trophy. A talking Larry O'Brien trophy. Testament to the culture.
That is a great take. I love Alonzo Mourning. Put it on the poll, Guillermo. Would Alonzo Mourning have ever had a Snapchat?
I've seen his phone. His phone. Talk about apps. Apps. You'd be lucky if it has all the numbers. Maybe he's just learning how to play Snake or something on his Nokia flip phone.
What was the question that the answer was Michael Finley to?
Dude played for Wisconsin. He's a Maverick. It's like Michael Finley. I know Mike was Michael Finley, and I was like, awesome call. That's the right answer.
Did you win anything?
I won a pair. He won a pair of 400 level hit tickets. The playoffs. They were back in black at that time. Whoa. But right now we're white hot.
Yes.
White hot.
Yes. When are we going to move on from that?
Pay me to go to that Saturday game. 2:30 start. Pay me. Not going to that. Already sold that. Sold that. 2:30 start. Ridiculous.
You got
2:30.
Say it louder.
I'm covering the game, but I also have tickets.
Say it louder into his headset. Say it louder into his headset.
I know he told me Pearl Jam. There's 2 things that matter to Jonathan Zaslow.
Pearl Jam, Mike.
The Miami Heat and Pearl Jam. Right now it's Miami Heat time. And about 5 minutes, Pearl Jam time. Right now, Heat time. But I would like to say, Ed is awesome.
Who's Ed?
Ed, first name basis.
Oh.
You may know him as Eddie.
Eddie better.
Know him as Ed. Best vocalist of all time. More charisma. No. There's 2 Eds that matter. Ed, Ved, and Ed Pinkney, legendary color commentator for your Miami Heat, who was a placeholder after Dr. Jack Ramsey left.
That's right.
How about Eddie Jones?
No. Get out of here with Eddie Jones. Stupid face. Eddie Jones.
Really?
Ed House? Okay.
Ed House.
Ed House. We like Eddie House. Eddie House.
Ed House is a totally different dude. It's like a mortgage broker.
Eddie House is one dude.
Mortgage broker that changed his name to show up better in a phone book. Ed House.
That is such a great name.
Guillermo, put it on the poll.
Eddie House.
Is Eddie House?
Did someone say Glenn Rice? Oh my God. Did someone? Where? Glenn Rice here? Is he here?
It's like K-Raj.
K-Raj.
Jones. That's right, growing up.
Let me tell you something. Eddie Jones? Terrible. Terrible person.
What?
Terrible person. Terrible human being.
Wow.
But James Jones, incredible person.
Yeah.
Best friend growing up. Me and James Jones. Little kids, growing up, went to Miami Arena. James Jones, high five. Awesome. Ed Malloy, garbage.
Yeah.
Hate Ed Malloy.
Oh, that's a terrible Ed.
So 3 Eds had better.
How about Edris Adebayo?
That's a tough one. Wow.
I just go Bam. He's a Bam. Bam.
I think.
Speaking of Bam.
Guillermo just bammed you.
Speaking of Bam. New Pearl Jam record coming out next month. Bam.
Hey! Wow.
It's going to be awesome. Good to see him. They're opening up for Prescott.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like us to get you out of this? Like
please.
Please.
So what we can take, there's no end.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Tool of the week. He makes some hammering noise.
Tool of the week. Hold on.
Also, Zaz will take calls. It's tool of the week. You hammering?
Yeah.
Here's my tool of the week.
All right.
Stupid faces on Whiteside. Saying his coach said he's playing awesome. That's something that you tell a kid to just get him to shut up, right?
Yeah.
Go back to the little kid's table. Out of my life. This lip's sedated. The lip's just hanging around by my knees. Get out of here. Only way you matter is if Joel Embiid's out there. It makes no sense. I'm rooting for Joel Embiid. Max player.
Your eyebrows look like Zaz. You're like a method actor.
Eyebrows are falling off my face right now. My face is asleep. This is how we talk. Because I work 28 hours a day.
Hi, everyone. Stugotz here. Support for the Dan Le Batard Show podcast comes from our friends at Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Chances are you are confident when it comes to your work, your hobbies, and your life. Rocket Mortgage gives you the same level of confidence when it comes to buying a home or refinancing your existing home loan. Rocket Mortgage is simple, allowing you to fully understand all the details and be confident you are getting the right mortgage for you. To get started, go to rocketmortgage.com/Stugotz. That's rocketmortgage.com/Stugotz, Stugotz, equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states, NMLS consumeraccess.org number 3030.
Dan Le Batard.
Where can we hurt Derek Jeter the most?
Why do you want to
Right
hurt Derek Jeter?
in his wallet. Listen, Dan, I'm obviously very fair. I'm telling you the way things are.
Stugotz.
Hold on. I love this new character
amazing.
of Chris Cody as confused moral conscience in the back of the room. Why do you want to hurt Derek Jeter?
He hurt me. I'm going to hurt him back, and I'm going to hurt him in the pocketbook.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on the ticket.
There are certain guys in basketball, Stugotz, that confound me a little bit. Rajon Rondo, I think, is one of the greatest examples of this I've ever seen in the sport. But a guy is writing in here, or a woman, the fact that Giannis can score 25-plus a night with the jump shot range of a fourth grader is the most impressive part of last night. And what I wonder about when basketball keeps changing the way it is in terms of extraterrestrials who could shoot from the perimeter, you see Ben Simmons. You don't respect Ben Simmons shooting, and yet he's doing everything he wants. Like how, to me, that kind of player is just a total mystery to me. How Giannis less so because he's so athletic.
Right.
But I don't think of Ben Simmons as the same kind of athletic as Giannis, and yet he's controlling the game like a 6'10" Rondo.
He is, you're right, without being able to hit a three in a sport where everyone is hitting threes. Giannis is a better shooter at this point than Ben Simmons.
Yes.
I think they're both so athletic and good enough that eventually they'll be good shooters from three, like really good shooters from three. Ben Simmons is just a freak, man. Like he can control the game by scoring 15, 16 points per game. It's amazing.
But what is he, 6'10"? And it's deceptive because he's filled out. He doesn't look the way that Giannis does, who looks like a freak. Ben Simmons looks like he's just proportional. So it catches you by surprise when you realize, oh my gosh, you go through the actual measurables. This guy's incredible.
It's effortless for Ben Simmons.
Well, but here's
man.
why it's effortless, right? You're getting confounded during that last Heat game because you're like, how the bleep is that pale flabbiness of Ilyasova grabbing all of the rebounds?
You could have mentioned the way that you started. I had at least 5 Philadelphia 76ers
Pale
on my
flabby
mind.
could have been any of the Sixers. You're right. But Ilyasova was killing them on the boards, pale and flabby. And you're like watching that and you're saying, how is that happening? Ben Simmons is that size with the skill set of someone who's not that size. And so what he ends up doing is, Mike, this is crazy to me, in a shooting time, you're in a playoff series right now where everything is about the shooting. Whiteside is being relegated to the sidelines because of the shooting. And tonight, tomorrow night, the guy that you fear most for the 76ers, if Embiid doesn't come back, is a guy that you don't fear at all making a jump shot.
No, but he's a guy that so easily can get in the paint and then kick it out to all their guys who can hit jump shots. I mean, that's why you fear that guy. And if you don't guard him, double team him, triple team him, once he gets to the paint, you don't converge. You just got to dunk it in your face. I mean,
but not late in the fourth quarter. Amin nailed that. Yeah. At least so far. We only seen one close game. Lemon booty. He was tight. Didn't want to do the Ben Simmons things late because he was afraid of getting fouled.
You thought that's what happened there?
That outside of outstanding defense, they defended him incredibly in that second quarter and on. but I absolutely saw what Amin was talking about.
What I thought about with Amin was game-to-game adjustments. That's what I thought of with Amin, and where he says the Heat had an advantage in this series and where coaching would matter. That the spacing on everything felt different. And it wasn't just about shots going in. It wasn't. Their offense, everything felt different about the last night. And I don't think we're sophisticated enough about basketball to sort of really understand what was done behind the scenes there to make that so.
He caught a break, too, because before they tightened up, Spo didn't react to made shots, really. He was reacting to open looks that they missed early on. And if they made those looks early on, it might have been a boat race. But he adjusted, and you stopped the bleeding before it got out of control.
The Simmons thing, though, is a phenomenon, Stugotz, because when he was coming out of nowhere or Australia or however it is that he arrived here,
right,
and people were talking about this kid is the next thing. This international kid is the next thing. And then he goes to LSU, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, they're not good. They're not very good. What am I not seeing here? Because I'm not a scout. I'm not a player development guy. Everyone says, okay, he's tall. I can see he's athletic, but there are a lot of guys. I mean, Tim James at the University of Miami is one of the most athletic people I've ever seen.
And if you're that good in college, your team will be a top 5 team.
That's
right?
the part that's confusing to me. So he comes out of LSU. They don't make the NCAA tournament. They either lost or didn't even play or didn't qualify for the NIT.
They didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, and they just rejected any invitations to.
Okay, they won like 14 games.
Right. Well, because I think they knew he wasn't going to play in those second-tier tournaments.
Right. But what happened was, after seeing him in his second year, because he missed the first year due to injury, but rookie year, he needs talent around him. He needs at least pros around him who can make him a shot, and I'm not sure he had that at LSU.
Right. But do you guys not do any of – because when I'm watching Giannis, my reaction is not, how is he getting all those points? When I'm watching Giannis, I'm saying to myself, how does anyone ever stop that? That's not what I see when I'm watching Ben Simmons. I'm not saying I'm right about this. I'm saying that, no, I'd be terrified if Giannis was on the other side of the court coming at my team. I don't feel the same way about Ben Simmons. Am I being an idiot?
I feel, because I feel differently. I feel like when I watch Ben Simmons, I'm like, that guy can get to the rim whenever he wants. Like, how are you going to stop that?
So can Giannis, though.
I know, but I have the same feeling watching Giannis. I have the same feeling watching both guys. I know what you're saying, but I have the same feeling.
But I actually fear Giannis will take a three. He'll miss threes. He'll shoot threes. I don't feel like Simmons wants to be shooting. How many threes has he shot in the series? Like, I don't feel like he wants to even be playing out there.
If that guy ever learns how to shoot, because it's such a catch-22. You mentioned how he gets to the rim with relative ease because he's got a full head of steam. Why? Because the defender's laying off, giving him room. And you're wondering, why are you giving him room? Because he's creating all these great plays by passing because he has such room. But you got to give him room because he's a bad shooter. And he himself knows this, and it's sort of messing with him a little bit.
Forget about this series. He attempted 11 threes the entire season.
Okay, now look at that compared to Giannis, because
for 11.
This is the part that I'm fascinated by, Stugotz, in terms of just spacing and evolutionary basketball and all that stuff. Giannis gets to the rim whenever he wants, at least in part because you have to guard him on the three. How is Simmons, in a game where we're obsessed with the three now more than we ever have, sort of taking everything and pushing it deeper into the paint, when he can't shoot?
You'd figure you just sit back on him defensively, right? You know he's not going to shoot the three.
You understand?
He gets there anyway, Dan. He's a better athlete than all the greatest.
How? In that sport? How? What do you mean he's a better athlete than Bam Adebayo?
James Johnson's guarding him.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
James Johnson's a freak.
He's a lot better athlete than the people that are out there. That one guy that plays for them said he could do a reverse leg kick on a basketball that's stuck in the rim.
Yeah. No Ben Simmons, though.
What we're watching is pretty insane. And the biggest freak is not even playing in the series right now.
Oh, that's right.
I know.
That's it.
It's weird. It's a weird juxtaposition because you have some of the most freakish athletes in the NBA.
You're so
and
right.
a bunch of pale, flabby guys that are dominating.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Shooters. Yeah. Wait, it's just weird.
No, it's not weird. We have to talk more about this because the Philadelphia 76ers are a thoroughly average talent team. Two of their guys are better than anyone you've ever seen. And the rest of them make them a totally average talent team because they're just anchors.
6'10" used to be Karl Malone. Now it's a point guard.
No, it's a point guard.
Yes.
This series in particular is so weird because of the spectrum. There's no in between. There's no Ryan Gomes body type. It's either the biggest freaks in the NBA or Ilyasova.
Well, I want to talk about this a little bit. Mike, I want to talk about this a little bit because specifically the way Dario's face looks, like that's what you would do if you were trying to make the joke team that's going to play around Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, physical freaks. You take a guy, like if you were saying these two guys and 3 anybody's would beat you.
McConnell, too.
That's you going into the local saloon, grabbing the guy who's drinking at 11 and pulling him out and putting him on the court and saying, you'll win with Embiid and Simmons.
These haircuts for the 76ers, too.
Yeah.
Are they trying to lull us into a false sense of security with their haircuts?
Put it on the poll, Guillermo. Are the 76ers trying to lull the Heat into a false sense of security with their haircut?
Everyone in the neighborhood knew about Bobby. Bobby, the basketball boy, they called him. Bobby wanted to go pro someday, so he was always out in the driveway shooting hoops. But one day, his mom came out and told him,
"Hey, your wife wants you to take out the trash?"
His mom was visiting, and Bobby was a grown man. He had kind of missed his window. Plus, no one had ever seen him actually make a basket. But on the other hand, Bobby had heard how Geico could save him money on car insurance, so he switched and saved. So, it was all good.
Don Le Batard.
Hip-hop surpassed rock and roll as music's most consumed genre. Yes. R&B accounted for 8 of the 10 most popular artists based on total consumption. Drake and Kendrick Lamar claim the top 2 spots with Future, The Weeknd, Eminem, and Little Uzi Vert.
Uzi?
The hell is that?
Stugotz.
Anyway, Uzi was among the other acts cracking the top 10. Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran were the only...
For the love of God, man. I don't know what to do with that.
I
don't know what to do with that.
When he was popular, I knew his name.
This is as close to equality as we've ever been. As a country.
Wait a minute. We have reached the moment of harmony in America, finally. It's the whitest and the blackest we've ever been together merged. He can get both names equally wrong, whether you're Ed Sheeran or Uzi Vote.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on the ticket.
Yeah! Love this song. This song right here? Awesome. Awesome. That bass line. Peep that bass, Jack. I care about 2 things in this world. 2 things. Using my 2 fingers that have championship rings on them. You see them? See that bling? See that bling? My lip just fell off right now as I said that. Bling? I care about 2 things. Pearl Jam and championships. I have 2 of them, by the way.
I've grown weary of fake Zaz.
It's exhausting.
Let the cat out of the bag. It's my show now. Remember when I was a producer for Boog? I would never shut up. That's how I got this job.
I know, that's true. That is how that happened.
And it ruined radio. Because now all of a sudden all these idiot producers think they could talk. No one's a Zaslow.
It has ruined radio.
No one's a Zaslow, special creature. 1 in a million. Everyone thinks they're a Zaslow now. I invented that. Original 6.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it should be original 6. Yeah. I think
original 6. I can barely say that with my lip.
I know it's
dragging across the floor.
It is. I
remember Mike Ryan was always in the newsroom, and he would always come up to me and said, Jonathan Grunfest, he's complaining about how much you're talking.
Oh boy,
he's making an edict.
You got that right.
But Grunfest couldn't tell me what to do because original 6.
I don't think you've ever uttered 2 funnier words than Jonathan Grunfest.
I still talk to him once in a while.
How's he doing?
Well, listen, the only times I talk to him is when we want to try to get Lamar Odom on. Because he's very good friends with Lamar Odom.
He would always tell everybody.
That might explain how it is some things happen there.
What did he do? He got into banking, right?
He married a Kardashian.
Hey-o.
Yo. I'm just saying, I feel like Jonathan Grunfest was a bad influence on Lamar Odom.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
But, Mike, you're acting like I would know he got into banking now. I just asked him, hey, can you help me get Lamar Odom on? I don't read the rest of the
Let me explain something to you. He shouldn't be near banking any more than Lamar Odom should be.
Got that right. That's my Jonathan Grunfast, everybody.
You got that right.
Guillermo, can you give me something on the Marlins? You got anything on the Marlins? What's going? They beat.
What a game yesterday, Dan.
Yes.
Stop interrupting me. 9-1 they won. Harlan the Marlin, another great start. No hit through 5 1/3, 5 2/3. He had another no hitter going. So by the way, he had like 5 innings no hit, and you add that to the 6 innings he had of no hit ball the other day. 11 inning no hitter by Harlan, right? Wow. That's how that works.
No hitter in your personal record book?
Yeah,
nice.
And then he took him
wait
out.
a minute, hold on. So Mattingly kept him out after how many? 77 pitches last time.
Last time 77 pitches. This time closer to 90, I'd say. But it was a comfortable lead. We were up like 7-0 at the time. And he gave up a hit, and then he took him out. Yes, Chris?
He had plenty of strength in the arm this start because he took him out last time.
You're an idiot. Anyways, JT Realmuto came back. 3-run Oppo bomb. Oppo Boppo. JT Realmuto.
Wait a minute. How's that working with Realmuto where he didn't want to be here, and now he's hitting home runs for him? Oppo Boppo.
First game back. Boom.
But what
Making
happened?
a statement.
Is anyone talking to him about he doesn't want to be here?
Well, he doesn't want to be here, but the way to get out of here is by being good. So he needs to have a good year. So.
It's not exactly how it works. You're under a contract. You have to be here if they tell you have to be here. By the way, I think Marlins man was there again yesterday in his stupid Jeter jersey.
All right, hold on. Guillermo, correct me, please. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Forgive me.
Stanton, by the way, doesn't have a hit off the Marlins. 0 for 7. And the people that he's been playing against, oh, my God. Let me get you the pitchers that he struck out against. Hold on a second.
Wait. How many times has he gone up and not gotten a hit?
I think he's 0 for 7. He has a couple walks, though.
How many strikeouts?
He got hit also.
How many strikeouts?
Let me find out.
He had 2 last night. He struck out twice last night.
Yeah, and he was getting booed yet again.
Yeah.
I almost feel for him. I almost feel for him.
No, you don't.
It's hard for me.
Put it on the poll.
Him,
do you almost feel for Giancarlo Stanton?
Why am I rooting against him?
I was rooting for him this series, to be honest with you. Like, I wanted him to just
it's weird.
crush
I'm
balls
telling
against
you,
the Marlins.
Guillermo, these Marlins have bleeped with your feelings. You don't know how to feel about anything.
It's really confusing.
We don't know how to love anything. We don't know how to do it anymore. They've betrayed us so many damn times that we're sitting there watching Giancarlo Stanton, laughing at him while feeling bad that we're laughing at him.
I wanted him to hit like 4 home runs against the Marlins just to then laugh at them. I'm so conflicted. I thought I was broken before. This is like a new level of broken that I've reached. Like, I didn't know that I was capable of getting here again. Here I am.
I thought I wanted the home runs, but he struck out 4 times in 2 games, and I'm happier.
I don't know what I want. Happier. I just want to be happy. I don't know what's going to make me happy,
You know what,
Dan.
though? I think this is where the show always wins. As long as it's extreme. If he's hitting 50 homers or if he's striking out 50 times, Guillermo, you just want it so you have something to feel about.
I want something. Like the other day, they had a horrific defensive play where it fell between 3 guys and they're diving. And then this guy's like, oh, but you're not laughing at the Marlins now. And it's like, I am definitely laughing at the Marlins. You don't understand. Like, that happened and I was laughing that it fell between 3 people. And by the way, they're dressed like they're going into like extreme weather, like ice road trucking or something. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what the temperature is, but they're all wearing like this heavy winter gear. Guys, you've been in Miami for like a couple months. How can you all be so cold? No one deals with the cold. I don't understand it. Let me tell you the pitchers that he's gone against. My boy Craig Mish tweeted this out. If Stanton had approved the trade to St. Louis or San Francisco, he wouldn't have had to face Marlins pitcher Caleb Smith, Chris O'Grady, Tyler Cloyd, Tyron Guerrero, and Harlan Garcia, Cal Barraclough go 0 for 7 against them. Those are not names, man. Those bad people to go 0 for 7
I only
against.
recognize Dr. K.
Dr. K. Oh, man.
Now, what about that Bearclaw? Didn't he have a funky delivery?
No, you're thinking of... God, who's the guy who's... No, you're thinking of the...
Carter Capps.
Yeah, that he do that
no longer
pop.
here, yeah.
Oh, man, he's... Oof. Yeah. Surgery was not good to him. He's not very good.
Again, if you don't know what Carter Capps was, he was a
cheater, basically.
Yeah, I mean, he was a weird deliverer of the baseball.
He would jump somehow 5 feet closer to the mound, and they'd let him do this.
And then he'd throw 104 miles an hour from 5 feet closer.
Well, that's the thing. If he's 5 feet closer, like I can throw 100 miles an hour at 3 feet.
That's correct. That's exactly what happened there. And
how is that allowed?
It's too bad he got injured because I would have liked a sport evolution that had everyone doing that.
Yeah. Kyle Bearclaw's pretty ineffective when he can't get in, right? Like, what's the point of having Kyle Bearclaw on this team if we're always losing by 8 runs? But we won yesterday. Big win yesterday.
Yep.
I think we're like 4-12 now or something. What's our record?
Right in the mix. 7.5 out in the NL East.
There you go.
Yep.
If you want to play a fun game, ask a Marlins fan who their favorite baseball player is right now. Because they can't do it.
Like on the Marlins?
Billy asked me yesterday, who's your favorite baseball player? I just started thinking of outfielders we don't have anymore.
It's a terrible game.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
It was a bad game, actually.
At this point, do the Marlins just exist in your sphere as something that is comedy? That the only feel-good they can provide? That even they get you upset when they take out the guy with the no-hitter. I don't know how you'll feel about a walk-off hit. Does it matter? You know you're going to win 60 games this season. You're not going to be any good. Do walk-off hits matter? That's not how you care. Do they exist, first and foremost, as a good-feeling producer because of comedy? Yes or no?
So, sort of. I mean, I still care. Like, if they win, I get excited that they win. It's actually strange because I don't have any expectations for them. So, like, I can't get as frustrated as I was getting last year because I don't think that they're going to be good. Like, I have a very low bar for this team. So, like, I'm not there getting pissed off because they're doing terrible.
This is the thing, though. You can't lose this from a fan. If you are in the emotion business and you need customers, what you cannot have is you not caring. Like, that's the worst thing. It's what the Dolphins have grown over the last 20 years. It is the single worst thing you could give your customer. So I'm really confused about how you feel because it sounds like you care and it sounds like you don't.
I care from afar just enough when I care, but sometimes I don't care, if that makes sense.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
I think you should go on a therapy couch. Does that work today? Is that working today?
Probably not. Beta testing.
All right, $2 then.
How about this? This is how much I cared yesterday, Dan. I decided to walk around the block while the Marlins game was going on.
What?
Yeah, I decided. I've been doing that lately. Just walk around the block. It was nice out last
Superstitious?
night.
It was very nice.
No, not superstitious. It had nothing to do with the Marlins. I just wanted to get some steps in. Walked around the block.
You went for a stroll.
Yeah, I went for a stroll. Me and my girlfriend walked around the block a little bit. Then we came back and we checked in. It was 4-0. And JT came up. And I'm like, oh, look, there's JT. Then I went back outside. I came back in. Second later, I saw it was 7-0. I go, hey. 3-run homer. JT, welcome back.
You went back outside for a second stroll?
Yeah, well, no. I went back
it was working the first time.
Yeah,
so,
you know.
Right, yes.
Sometimes it's nice to just go for a walk. You guys don't go for walks outside?
I do, yeah.
I was just going to ask. I do, but I live on the beach. I was just going to ask. Chris made a really foul face at you, Billy, at the idea. Chris was recently pledged his forever to a beautiful woman, and the idea of taking a stroll with her made him make a face where he looked at you, Billy, and was like, what kind of date is that? Who does that? Who takes a stroll around the block with their girlfriend? I saw it. You looked at him, Chris.
That's just his general opinion about exercise.
I mean, like, it makes it more normal once you brought in your girlfriend. At first, I thought it was just you casually going around your neighborhood, not exercising, just like
that's exercising.
You're
walking.
doing it how many times have you done it by yourself? Because by yourself, that's some serial killer stuff.
No, by myself, I haven't done it, but we'll go and we'll walk around, you know, maybe once or twice.
Do it by yourself, man. The silence is what you're going for there. I mean, I'm walking out of the house because I don't want to hang out with my wife.
I think the key to exercising is getting your heart rate up, though. I don't really know.
I mean, I'm walking for like 45 minutes or so. It's better than not walking, you know, and I'm exploring. And just take a left here or right here. We'll see how it's going. Then it gets dark, so I have to make it back before it gets too dark. Yeah, but I go to different areas that I don't normally get to. I have like a nice, you know, I'd say 10, 15 block radius that I'm just exploring, seeing what's going on. What's wrong with that? You guys are making me seem like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm normal.
I think
I'm not crazy.
I do it all the time.
Perfectly normal.
I can understand.
We don't all live in the beach, Dan. We can't all walk on the sand and look at the ocean all day long.
Walking around the block makes me think that you're walking around a very small little area that you're very familiar with. It's not a pleasant walk. It's not a walk to see things. It's you're walking around. And to me, the way that Chris looked at you was like, I'd rather lay on the couch watching Netflix with my girl.
Yeah, but look at him. I don't want to look like that. Gross. I go exploring Westchester, taking the sights and sounds, see what's going on. I see if I listen, see if I can hear off in the distance my friend, the afilador. I see if anyone's cooking lechon. Just take a whiff. What's going on around here?
Baby, come on, let's go outside. We'll go left this time.
Sometimes left, sometimes right, sometimes straight, sometimes back. You never know. I'm not going with a map. I'm exploring. I'm traveling the world. It's like what Christopher Columbus did. That's what I'm doing.
By the way, Guillermo, is there a better smell when you're walking around the neighborhood than someone else's barbecue?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I start getting jealous of what's going on.
Put that on the poll, please.
Looks like these people are cooking. Hey, look, those people, little upkeep needed.
Yeah. Get you in the mood for barbecue.
It's a garden. Yeah. What's going on here?
I don't think that walking around the block, and I'd put this on the poll too, is walking around the block something that young people do.
I mean, you have these polls as if I care what young people do. I don't care what this poll result comes back as. Yeah, but I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not following society's rules here. I want to go for a walk, I'll go for a walk. Sometimes I go to a park, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I walk the streets. All depends. Tropical Park, Concord Park, Tamiami Park. It's different parks. Banyan, nice trees. Banyan trees, obviously. That's why it's called Banyan. I'll just walk around these different areas.
Are you guys friendly with your neighbors?
Oh, no.
I'm not. I'm a terrible neighbor.
No, I only talk to my neighbors when I needed them to build shutters for me because I can't do anything manly.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Henry, who's one of my neighbors, and he seems to be like the president of the neighborhood. He's always paying attention to what's going on, and he's always like vigilando, which is good because we need someone like that. I don't want to be that guy. I don't know my other neighbors' names. I just know Henry because Henry's like very
sounds like
nice.
you want to be that guy while strolling around the neighborhood.
No, too much responsibility. I want to know what's going on, but I don't want to feel the pressure of, other people relying on me to tell them what's going on.
No, I wish I had one of those people in my neighborhood.
Henry?
Yeah, because maybe somebody would pick up after their dog. I walked my dog this morning. Kids, I guess, had like one of these Nerf fights in front of my house. Didn't pick up anything. You know what I did? Picked up all the Nerf ammunition. I threw it away in the garbage.
Why?
That'll teach him.
Free ammo.
That'll teach him.
No, free ammo. You should go to Toys R Us and buy a new Nerf
That'll
gun.
teach him.
All that free ammo.
Teach him.
Oh my God, that's more valuable than gold. Extra Nerf pellets? Oh, I wish that I would. That's like a Christmas morning blessing. Buy Nerf guns. You'd have unlimited ammo. Why did you throw them? It's so stupid. Why did you throw
Let me
them
tell
away?
you something, because kids, have a little respect. There's a homeowners association. Let's go to a meeting. We'll isolate a section of the yard where you can play as long as you pick up after yourself. I'm not here to be your maid. Here to pick up after my dog, which no one else does in the neighborhood, by the way. Pick up after my dog, and I don't want to trip over your stupid toys. Out of here. They were pretty cool, though. They look pretty rad.
How are the peacocks, by the way?
Oh, that's an issue and a half. The peacock, I want to kill him so bad, but I can't. Because I'm a humanitarian. But Lord, do I want these birds dead so bad. So bad. Now they're pooping all over the street. It's ridiculous. My dog wants to go up there and smell the poop. I said, get out of there, dog. This is peacock poop. Climbing on top of people's roofs. Ridiculous. Maybe I should have got some of the Nerf ammo and shoot the peacock.
What, the peacock?
I should shoot the peacock.
The peacock. Okay.
Sure.
It's hard to say that word when your lips dragging on the floor.
I was looking for a dump button, and then I just looked away confused.